everybody.
All right. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. And the drive begins here with Sims. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
Sims. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Let's go! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Briggs. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The numbers on the ground for Sims a week ago. 17 carries, 60 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now Sims. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went the wrong direction. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to power through. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 76 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Let's go! 3-19!
They run the counter now on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And he comes back with one complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. First down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now they run with Sims. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll drop to throw. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Oh, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
And tough starting field position here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
They'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. Both teams have played smart with the football in the first half. Each team has avoided that one big turnover to this point, and it's a reason we have a very tight game at halftime. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Jaguars with the football early in the first. Braid's got the catch coming across the middle, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive. Later on the drive, defense will get to the quarterback here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
This one taken from the 7. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said,
oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Briggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back to throw here. And Hill with it over the middle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go! 3-19!
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 46. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after try forthcoming. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And his throw is incomplete. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Briggs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Ten yards still left on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fresh set of downs here. And that'll be incomplete. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Patriots coming out now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Briggs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run with Sims. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, it's Sims. And no room that time. getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for New England, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.